Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, as you can see on the screen, we've unlocked Eve already. Brawl Pass just literally dropped and we already got Eve to power 10, really close to power 11 already. Unfortunately didn't get the star power for her though, but this isn't the best one. The second star power is 100 times better. That's going to be really broken when that gets released, so make sure you're sticking tuned for that one. But so far I feel like Eve is going to be a really strong brawler, so we're going to be testing her out in some power leagues. So before we jump into the video, make sure you're using the create code in the shop if you're thinking about getting a Brawl Pass. That'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump into some gameplay. Alright guys, so jumping into the first game then. So as you can see, we have got Eve straight away. Literally my first game on as well. So we're playing Death Cap Trap, a map that hasn't been in the power league rotation ever, I don't believe, but it's been in the game for a long while. So I would like to see how it fares off in competitive. So some nice changes to power league. Let me know whether you want to see a guide in a few days. Of course, I can't just drop a guide straight away because there's a lot of new maps and also knockout as well, which I haven't tested out in power league. So as you can see on the screen, I'm guessing that Pam wants to go mid. Pam is a good choice, especially against aggro brawlers. Maybe not, I mean, they went Sprout. Kind of interesting that they went Sprout, especially not last pick. So it'll be interesting. Eve hasn't really got any water to go on this map, which is her special trait, so I guess I'm not going to get a ton of value out of Eve, but I think especially once new star power drops, she's going to be game breaking. I think she's going to be easily the best brawler in the game, in my opinion. She just has so much damage. So already I think this is literally the first time even playing Eve, so might have to get a little time getting used to. But the other star, well, the first star power is going to be a little bit better to hit your shots on, because the first shot is going to be much bigger. So we've already got one super here. We can pop that out. The hatchlings are going to be pretty OP in my opinion, especially because there's 3 of them and they deal, I think, 1200 damage, I believe, which is pretty OP for me. We're going to jump here so I can spawn another hatchling. Unfortunately, it's not able to connect, but we're already doing decent damage considering there's a Byron and an there's an Ash and a Byron just healing him. We're doing okay here. So unfortunately, again, Ash, well, feels like a decent counter because he can just one-shot all of my pets, which I haven't been getting any value with, but we're able just to shred him quite easily there. So yeah, no hatchlings really getting any value, but we're holding our lane here. We're holding our lane in mid. Definitely doing decent. So you can see the hatchlings coming out here. It's definitely going to counter those brawlers that don't have a lot of ammo, who will struggle to take those hatchlings down. So you just think of brawlers that like Mr. P counter. You can think Eve can be a decent counter to those guys as well. So got super as well. Don't know why I'm really holding on to it. Kind of just want to use that straight away. We're going to heal up this Ash again, just really annoying me at the moment, especially with his rage and a Byron just healing him constantly. But we're doing an okay job. We're keeping him back. He's one shot here. He's going to go down. The hatchling's taking him down, and now we can focus onto the Byron. Just look at how much damage Eve does. That is just absolutely insane, and we can just see you later, pop the gadget and get out of there. So already I'm holding my own really easily. I think Eve is going to be so strong, especially because Tanky's brawlers just feeding me supers over and over again. So that's going to be the first round right there. Kind of playing it simple, didn't really struggle. Don't think I died the whole game, and yeah, pretty simple. I'm liking it. Eve, it seems like a fun brawler. I like the brawlers that have new mechanics into the game. Of course, it's going to make the older brawlers a little bit worse, so that's why you're seeing some reworks to the likes of Brock, for example, and Mr. P and Daryl, because, you know, these brawlers don't have these like different mechanics, game-changing mechanics, where they kind of get left behind, so they need to be shown a little bit of love. So the other thing about Eve, I've got to be careful of my reload speed. That can really catch me off guard. She doesn't really have much of a reload speed, so definitely got to conserve that. So again, going on to the Sprout. So I don't know, again, I don't know why the enemy picked a Sprout. Season just reset, so maybe I'm facing someone in Mythic 1, but Sprout, never really a good pick unless it's like last pick, or if you're playing knockout and maybe the enemy has a throw, and Sprout's definitely an alternative pick. So I'm just going to jump so another hatchling spawns, so it can just annoy the Byron even more. Byron's going to really struggle against those hatchlings. So again, I'm going to look to try pop off against him. We can go kind of aggro here. Honestly, she's got decent burst damage. We're going to go down eventually though, but she can also just latch on to players, so she can literally jump over a wall, and if someone's one shot, she can easily finish them off. That's another thing that I love about Eve right here. So as you can see, I can just jump over and just destroy Byron. I do so much damage. He doesn't have any defense mechanism to kind of deal with me, so I can see people straight away even though not many people would have bought out the Brawl Pass to unlock Eve. I could just see people banning Eve like straight away because of how strong she is. So already in the first game, pretty plain and sailing. We're going to be hopping into one more though, just to show how strong she is. Let's jump straight into it. All right, guys, so hopping into the next game. And so again, we've got the chance to use Eve Knockout. I feel like that could definitely be a good game mode for Eve. Again, she's got her gadget that can jump over walls. She can dodge like gym pools, for example. She's got hatchlings that over time can definitely push back their enemies. You can think of it like a Mr. P turret again. They've got to waste a lot of ammo, and Knockout is a lot about pressure. If you can get a lot of pressure, get the enemies forced back, you're going to be doing good. So we've picked a Ruffs, which is definitely going to be good against Jean. But I don't like the like of this combination. We don't have any brawlers that can really deal with aggro. Our guy on our team first picked Sprout, which isn't like the worst on Knockout, to be honest, but definitely not a brawler that I would have first picked. Definitely would have been some better options. So Ruffs is actually a really good brawler right now. Everyone in scrims is using him. He's insanely strong. So if you guys are wondering, I think Ruffs is probably a top 10 brawler. Definitely a brawler that you should be looking to power up. So Morty's going to go in here. Honestly, aggro isn't completely the best in a Knockout. It used to be absolutely insane when Knockout first came out, but definitely won't really recommend it unless you know you've got like 3 really big hard counters. So you can see here Eve just destroying Jean right there. Don't even need to use my super. Obviously want to kind of conserve that. But one thing to note as well with Knockout, don't be afraid to use your gadgets. That's one thing that people tend to do a lot, is conserve their gadgets. Normally you can use like 1 gadget around, so don't be afraid to use them. Just throw them out there straight away. So it's like the Ruffs is throwing the power up on me, and Eve's already just going to do an insane amount of damage. So here comes the hatchlings. We can try and get some pressure with these, especially against the Jean. It's going to be a decent counter, but just look at Jean die. I just don't think they believe how fast Eve melts. Just look how quick that is. Again, we could probably just pounce onto Mortis here. Daryl, he's going to run into our face, but we've got the hatchlings to tank for us just a little bit. And that's just such an easy win. There's just nothing that these guys can do. I've got a feeling this brawler is going to get an emergency nerf. I don't know about you. I predicted it with Ash, but Eve, it just seems so strong. I don't know how they've allowed her to just melt so quickly. She's got so many different good things about her, and yeah, I could just see her being so broken. So again, I'm going to look to try and farm my super from the Daryl, and because of how much damage that Eve does, honestly, it don't even matter. I can just walk up to him and destroy him. The one thing, obviously, again, the reload speed, got to be careful of that one. Mortis going to go in and die. I'm just going to try and jump onto the Daryl here. The hatchlings are going to just absolutely destroy him, and here we go again. They're going to waste a lot of ammo from the Jean. He can't really do anything, and that's going to be another easy round win. So these games have just been a walk in the park, honestly. Like, I'm kind of surprised how easy it is. I knew she was going to be good, but I didn't think she was going to be this good. So again, you could just see that I don't even need the star power. Imagine it with a star power. Can't wait to try her out with the star power. Probably will unlock that later today. And if you guys want, I could even do another video on the star power and see how strong that is. But it looks like Ruffs isn't able to get his sandbags out quick enough, but I can just use my jump right here, get away from the Daryl. So another counter to aggro brawlers. In a way, I can just jump away, buy myself a little time. So here comes the hatchlings here, trying to get some pressure with them. Of course, we can probably get them down. Unfortunately, I haven't got like the damage gear or anything, which could have got more value out of it. I have only got the speed one. So Daryl roll here. Let's see if we can clutch up, especially if I'm getting close to the super. Maybe I'm able to do something. They're just not feeding me at all, which is clever. That's what you want to do on Knockout, especially when you've got the kill advantage. You just want to waste time as much as possible, wait for the gas to come in. We're able to finish off Mortis here, but there's no point even wasting my super. There's just no way I'm going to be able to kill a Jean and Daryl in that position. So getting a little bit spicy here. The enemy's kind of fighting back, which again, I thought it would have been a walk in the park, but obviously underestimating a little bit. So we're going to put the hatchlings down here. They're going to be able to counter Jean just a little bit, and again, we're going to burst Jean quite a lot there. He's super weak. Hoping that enemy, my teammates can spot that. Unfortunately, the hatchling's not able to do too much. Maybe I overrate the hatchlings just a little bit, but again, I'm just thinking about star power. That's just gonna be insanely broken. So I'm able to get my super again here, and at least I'm able to float over the water. I kind of forgot that I'm able to float over the water here. So okay, I really wanted to run towards that water and just fly over it, and that unfortunately made me die. So luckily the Ruffs and the Sprout looking like they might be able to clutch up. Over time, I think the Sprout should be able to win if he places his walls correctly, but we'll have to wait and see what he does. Ruff still has the sandbags as well, so he can use that to his advantage. But still, even if we lose this round, I think we should win in the long run. So as the game goes on, Sprout's just getting more and more HP. He's got a shield gear on top of that, so it's going to be even harder for the enemies to do anything. But again, they've got a Daryl who, if he's going to make a well-timed roll, he can easily win them the game. So this is going to be pretty interesting going into the final circle. Gene with a nice pull, Sprout with a really bad wall there, and yeah, I think this is going to be GG. So it looks like we're going to a round. So we're going to a round 3, unless somehow the Ruffs clutches us up, and he somehow does. Okay, I'd completely jinxed that. I really didn't expect him to win that. I have no idea. I mean, I shouldn't have jinxed it right there, but we got another epic win right there. So I'm going to be grinding my way to the Wasp Bow probably by the end of today or tomorrow. But that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think of Eve in the comment section below. I would say she's, well, even from this gameplay, got to be at least a top 10 brawler, even top 5. I know it's pretty early, but I think she's broken. That's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.